There's not a lot of daily college newspapers anymore. The reality is at some point down the road, we probably won't be a daily newspaper either. The Daily Iowan has been around in some form since 1868. It's the oldest college newspaper in the country west of the Mississippi River. It started under a different name, the University Reporter, and then there was a second publication called the Vidette. Those two merged and in 1901 became the Daily Iowan. Things have changed. Think about like social media and how people consume news. Things have changed so much.
With the creation of the internet and social media, our attention spans are much shorter than what they used to be.
I'll tell you, I remember hearing about Facebook and people talking about it. So we really didn't use Facebook at all for news. For students, it's probably Twitter and Instagram.
I get the majority of my news about Iowa City and the community from Twitter.
When I'm on campus, it's usually just me scrolling through Snapchat, Instagram ads.
With Twitter, I also like to see what other people think about what's going on. And Twitter there's no filter. People will speak and type what they're thinking.
When I first started at the DI my freshman year, we didn't really focus on our digital presence at all. We posted maybe the most important 2 stories of the day on our social media accounts, but we were really inconsistent about it. We didn't have a great social media strategy. But even, I've seen our digital presence grow every year since then.
The last time I actually read a Daily Iowa newspaper was probably at least a year ago. But I followed their Twitter account, and that's where I get a lot of information from.
My sophomore year, we formed a digital team of about 4 people to boost our social media presence. And since then, we've seen much stronger web numbers and more people coming to our website.
On our website, we know on any second how many people are on there, what they're reading, how they got to the website. Did they come organically? Did they come from a link? Did they come from social media?
When we have major breaking news or a story that goes viral for whatever reason, we've had tens of thousands of people come to our website for a certain story, at the most.
I think the DI is adapting and changing with the changing media climate.
Most print outlets are dying, and even the Daily Iowan, we're one of the last 14 college papers to print a daily paper. So we too eventually have to prepare for a day where we won't have a paper that comes out every day.
Not many people have the mental capacity to sit down with a newspaper, not because of unintelligence or anything like that, but just because everything is so on demand in our society that's connected by the internet, by social media. We expect everything very quickly. If a page doesn't load quick enough, we're going to go somewhere else. If we don't see exactly what we need immediately, we're going to go somewhere else. And so when you have a society that has that quick attention span, that they're not going to stay on something too long if they're not immediately caught by it, then you're going to have to adapt to that as a news organization. You're going to have to provide your news in a way that is engaging and interesting, in ways that were different than what was engaging and interesting a century ago. Because a century ago, it was enough to be able to turn the pages of a newspaper. But now you scroll, you swipe, you click on things and expand maps and look through all of the data visualizations and the photos and slideshows and everything like that. So being aware of that is necessary for the survival of a news organization.